Hello everybody, and welcome to Might and Magic 6, The Mandate of Heaven. What I am doing is, I currently have this play CD right here. I'm looking at it, but the problem is, whenever I try to play it, and I have the play CD inside of the computer, the disc has been kind of worn down with age, and it will skip pretty badly. Like, you'll hear clicks like it was coming out of an old phonograph. I don't know why it does that, but instead what I'm doing is I have all of the music here downloaded, and I'm just going to run it and play. I'm just going to play it inside of Winamp like that, as best as my memory will serve me. So without further ado, let us begin, and let us introduce you to the story thus far inside Might and Magic 6: Mandate of Heaven.
Having cheated death during the night of shooting stars, you find yourself as far from your village of Sweetwater as old Falagar's magic could take you. 3 years have passed while Falagar imparted what knowledge he could to train you in your chosen professions. But the time came at last when he could teach you no more, and you have ventured into the world to seek your fame and fortune. Now, a world away from your lost home, you have stumbled across evidence of a terrible conspiracy involving a new religious cult. 5 letters from King Roland to his wife Catherine, and a letter from the King of the Devils to a wicked traitor named Sulman, have turned up in an abandoned goblin camp. Your fate seems inextricably bound to these letters and that awful night, and your role in the events to come may be larger than anyone could imagine. The tools you have are but a small sum of gold, your wits, and a lot of potential. The roads ahead are infinite, and all the choices are yours to make. So choose wisely. Good luck.
Alright, so these letters that he's talking about, you'll see inside of the instruction manual if you buy the game and look inside of it. What it basically has King Roland. These are people from the Heroes of Might and Magic storyline, by the way. It's following that kind of storyline because the game was simply put highly successful, and rightly so. But King Roland, he hears stories that Lord Kilburn, one of his vassals, has been brutally murdered, or I forget how it is. He's been slain in combat or something. He's lost his detachment of troops, and no one's heard hide nor hair from Lord Kilburn for a while. And that was out, I believe, in the village of Blackshire, Blackridge, whatever that is. Anyways, what happens is Roland sets out from his castle to try to find what happened to Lord Kilburn. He has his speculations, but eventually King Roland pushes Lord Kilburn off the side, because as he arrives inside the village of Blackshire, it turns out his citizens are fleeing, and they come to him and they beg him for help, and it turns out the reason why is there is an army of devils that's laying siege to the town. That is approaching this town and is soon to lay siege to it. But Roland hears this, and so he sets off out into the city, and he prepares a trap inside of the pass leading to the city. And the devils come in, and Roland, what he does is he sets up an avalanche trap, and he basically wipes out the entire half of the opposing army without a single loss on his side. A stunning military victory all around. And basically everybody that isn't wounded gives chase, and well, they chase him all the way out west to where the cities start to become nothing but desert and barren lands and whatnot. And suddenly the tables turn. Hunter becomes hunted as the demons run off for reinforcements, and they come back numbering in the thousands. And believe me, we will fight numbers in the thousands of devils later on in the game, but that's neither here nor there. So what happens is he retreats back to Castle Creekspear. I'm not sure exactly how you spell it or pronounce it. Anyways, Roland holds himself up inside the castle, and all the while he's being constantly dogged by bad weather. It seems the demons love the cool weather that's being dropped on his head, but hampers his own troops' movements and morale. Anyways, that's pretty much the storyline. There are a bunch of letters that he gives off to Sulman. You'll notice him being the traitor, as is explained here, and he expects them to be delivered to his wife. And, well, things go awry, of course. And the letters wind up inside of your hands, and you have gold that you got from demolishing that little goblin camp. And so your goal is pretty much set to get revenge for what the demons did to your city of Sweetwater, and to find out what happened to King Roland, Lord Kilburn, and a whole myriad of other stuff. But for right now, we are only 4 individuals, and we are only so strong. But with time, we will grow to realize our full potential. For now, let us create our party. And yeah, this computer runs Oblivion at about a constant 60 FPS whenever there's not much action on the screen, so the flames and the clouds are going to be going a little wonky. Also, since YouTube has been really stupid to me, what I've been doing is, I was originally planning on recording huge chunks at a time and dividing up instead of Windows Movie Maker. I can't do that. So what I'm doing instead is like I did with Might and Magic 1. I am recording video, and then I'm breaking it off into smaller bite-sized chunks, and I'm having Windows Media Encoder do that automatically for me, and it works very well. Anyways, first things first, we gotta set our class up first, and if the video should pop up and say, like, hey, it's stopped recording, so I'm going to check that in a few minutes here. Anyways.
You wanna win? I'm the one you want. Pick me. Choose me or suffer.
So, Damien the Knight. He's gonna be my first character. And
choose me. Pick me. Come on. Hey, you take me.
Choose me. Take me with you. Choose me. How about me?
Kristen. There we go. We gotta get better names sounding for characters. I'm keeping her like that, and Zoltan, I guess I'm keeping him like that too. But it shouldn't be Zoltan.
It's me.
I'm ready. Pick me.
I had to re-record this, so I'm going to choose a name that the random generator got for me, and that was the Mighty Sorcerer Tim. Yes, Monty Python references abound here, and that was what my character was originally called, was Tim the Sorcerer, but I have to re-record all over the stuff now. Now, excuse me. Let me pause this real quick. I want to see if I still have time left, or if this thing's gone over limit and hasn't told me. Nope, it does exactly like it should. Oh, happy day. Good. 1 second. I'm really kind of nervous about... Sorry, like I said, it's been a while, so I'm kind of a little on the nervous side about going out and screwing things up here. Anyways, first thing that's important, the most important thing of all, is the skills. The knight, he should start out with bow and shield for right now. We won't even bother training the shield, but we need that for the AC. And the archer, we're going to give her axe, because I like axes. I'm thinking it's more of an in-character thing. An archer's going to need to be able to chop down trees to make arrows, just like an Ultima Online or whatever. And we're going to give her the leather defensive skills, so that way we don't get chopped up too fast. Likewise with here, I'm going to give her leather and him leather. I'm just giving everybody leather to start. And then I'm going to give her spirit, because of bless, and we'll pick up mine later on. It's a useful skill. It's a useful ability, but eh. Now, we have fire and water magic. Water, because mainly whenever we start out, Cold Beam is a very nice spell. We could also get air, but we already have somebody else getting air. And I'm going to have Tim go for fire, water, and earth. And I'm going to have Kristen go for just air magic. I'm going to try to specialize a little bit more that way, so that we get the maximum bang for a buck. Now, accuracy and speed for him, at least 16 for both. And everybody should have at least 12 speed. She should have 14. I'm going to go even so far as to say all of them should have 14. Luck, don't worry about it so much. Just give everybody an even luck statistic. Remember that 10 is the baseline. Anything 2 points below 10, it's a penalty. Anything 2 points above 10, it's a bonus. All the way up to 30, I believe. Now, let's give him 16 might, because might really helps out for him. Give her 12 might. And I'm going to give her 1 point of might. Tim is better off left useless with that. And I'm going to give her 16 points of accuracy. I'm going to leave her like this. I'll give her 2 points personality, 2 points intellect, and everybody should at least have 12 points of endurance to get the extra bonus HP. And I'm going to give him 16 points of endurance. My intellect and personality, it's a knight, don't worry about it, we'll get enough. I'm not sure if it helps resist spells or not, but we should get enough from the shrines dotted around the land that we won't have to worry about